Hey YouTube, here I am just showing you a few of my 3D prints, and they're looking pretty good. Just wondering if any of you guys have any advice on how to improve the surface finish of my prints. Let's see if they'll focus here. There you go. Yeah, you can see they're a little rough. They feel sort of rough on the surface. And look on the sides, you see a little bit of unevenness here. On this print, I think I might have bumped the x-axis while it was moving, so it got off a little halfway through. I don't know if you can see that, but I was messing with it. And this is the gonna replace this right in here. That's the Y drive for that. I also have the other half of it printed in black. As you can see on here too, it's not the greatest surface finish. I think it's an extrusion issue. I'm not quite sure though. Because I noticed while it prints, when on the first layer, it's not quite filling it in. As you can see there, it has some issues feeding the filament, and also infill looks a little stringy. But other than that, it's printing pretty well. Like I made these dampening feet for this. These are all at 0.117 layer height. It's pretty high res for just stuff I'm gonna use, not really for looks or anything, but these prints came out especially nice. So I'm digging those. That was exactly the same. And I printed a new X carriage. So you can see that, and again, that's this poor surface quality or top quality on that. But the external print looks very nice. And this one was much better. I didn't change anything, but that's the bottom layer. It's nice and flat and even, and it looks really good. And this really holds the whole thing really solid. So it's a good upgrade. There's it reduces the wobble, because before you had just zip ties holding that on. Now you have a whole basically clamp around there. I've also done the paperclip mod, as you can see there, until I print the new gantry. So anyways, when I print edges, like here's a phone case for the HTC One. You can see here the edges are pretty nice until you see a gap right there, which leads me to think that it's an extrusion issue. It's not extruding enough at some points. Also, the inside looks like the surface quality of all my other prints. It's a little rough, especially where it starts to step up right there. It's kind of rough, and I'm not exactly sure how to get rid of that. I've played with the extrusion multipliers and whatnot, but I printed this little chess piece, and they printed this right here almost flawlessly. And again, all these prints here I'm showing are at 0.1 millimeter layer height, but that was almost a flawless print right there, like little to no Z-banding or anything, and it just did a little bit of blobbing right around there and around the back too. Oops. But you guys get the point. If you know any way to improve the surface quality, please let me know. I'm pretty sure it's an extrusion problem, and I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm using the stock extruder. Um, I haven't yet printed the extrusion, the new, to replace the wood one, the extrusion thing. I guess that's the hot end, that's the extruder. But um, I need to print that part as well. I had to modify it slightly just to get it to fit, just because I wanted to get it to print well. Because I started the print, but it just wasn't turning out the way I thought. Probably find it in here. It just wasn't good. Yeah, I started it, but it was just looking bad. It didn't start out well. The inside was really rough, and the extruder seemed like it was getting jammed up, and I was not happy with it. So it started out kind of bad. I should have stopped it there, but I just waited to see if it would improve, but it did not. And also, you can see the infill right there is just bad, and that's sort of how it looks on most of my prints, and I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do there. This one looks especially poor. There's a lot of Z-banding, and it looks like it was just, yeah. Again, I was trying to mess with it as it was printing, so I probably pushed the x-axis over a little bit, which looks like I did right there. It's out and it's in, so anyways, yeah, so let me know what you guys think. If you know any way to improve the quality of my prints here, I will post my slicer settings, because I'm using Repetier and Slicer. So anyways, thanks for your help.